The harm of misgendering and dead naming when identity is weaponized, the extended version. Misgendering someone or calling them by their dead name isn't just a slip of the tongue. When done intentionally, it is a calculated act of psychological violence. It is a way to strip someone of their identity, their dignity, to deny their truth, and to assert dominance over their identity. It's not just disrespect, it's erasure. For transgender and non binary people, names and pronouns are not optional, they are sacred. They are survival. They are the result of deep introspection, courage, and often pain. To claim your name and your pronouns is to reclaim your body, your voice, your place in this world. So when somebody refuses to honor that, especially out of spite, it is not a neutral act. It is a wound. Emotional and psychological impact. The effects of repeated misgendering and dead naming are profound. They include chronic anxiety, anticipating every interaction as a potential site of harm, depression and hopelessness, feeling unseen, invalidated, and powerless, loss of self worth, questioning whether your identity is too much or not real enough, hypervigilance, constantly scanning for safety and bracing for impact, trauma responses, especially for those who have experienced abuse tied to gender identity. This harm compounds over time. It doesn't just affect the moment, it affects the person's ability to trust, to connect, and to feel safe in their own skin when it is done intentionally. Intentional misgendering and dead naming are acts of control. They are used to punish, to shame, and to force someone back into a version of themselves that they have fought to leave behind. It is a form of gaslighting. You're not who you say you are. I get to decide. This is especially cruel when it comes from someone who once held love or authority, like a parent, a teacher, or a judge. It turns what should be a relationship of care into a battlefield. And when institutions allow it, when courts, schools, or families enforce it, they legitimize the abuse. They tell the person, your identity is negotiable, your truth is inconvenient, your pain is irrelevant. The impact on children. When children are forced to misgender or dead name someone, especially a parent, sibling, or caregiver, it creates deep emotional conflict. They are taught to ignore their own instincts about kindness and respect. They are told to participate in harm, even when it feels wrong. And this can lead to confusion and guilt, feeling torn between love and obedience. Emotional distress, being used as a tool in a power struggle. Long-term trauma, learning that identity can be denied by force, and it can also lead to loss of trust in adults, in systems, and in their own moral compass. Children deserve better. They deserve to be taught empathy, not erasure. They deserve to be protected from being weaponized in identity-based abuse. The systemic failure. Too often, legal systems prioritize parental rights over personal safety. They treat names and pronouns as preferences, not necessities. They ignore the psychological harm of forced misgendering, even when it is clearly being used to intimidate or punish. This is not neutrality, this is complicity. When a judge allows a parent to use a dead name in court or forces a child to refer to someone by the wrong title, they are not just upholding the law, they are upholding a lie, and that lie causes real damage. So, some things that need to change. Respect for identity must be non negotiable. Names and pronouns are not optional, they are essential. Intentional misgendering and dead naming must be recognized as abuse, especially when used to control or punish. Children must be protected from being forced to participate in harm, even under legal pressure. Systems must be trauma informed, centering the emotional and psychological safety of those most valuable or most vulnerable. We must listen to trans and non-binary people and believe them when they say, this hurts, this matters, this is violence. Because everyone deserves to be seen. Everyone deserves to be called by their true name, and no one deserves to be erased for simply existing.